guys, so of course I'm going to do a quick get ready with me. I'm going to use a Manuka honey cleanser, and that's just to kind of cleanse off my skin, like from the oils from night before and things like that, and just kind of wash it off without stripping my skin to start my makeup off. And then we're going to just kind of dab my face, kick the water off, and then we're going to use the Ordinary glycolic acid toning solution. I'm going to put that in. By the way, I had a cut on my face and that burned. It burned. Yep. Yeah, I had to kind of bring myself back here. Okay. But yeah, I just kind of press that into my skin, and of course once the burning stops, you can just continue. And then we're going to go in with the Laneige. I'm hoping I said it right, but that's the cream skin toner, and that's for moisturization and things like that. Of course, as you can see, I use it quite often. I'm going to press that into my skin as well. Then we're going to use the Omega Cream moisturizer. Press that into my skin, and I also bring it down my neck and use it on my hands and things like that. And of course, I gotta rub hands like Birdman. Next, we're gonna choose a hair accessory, and that kind of matches, so we're gonna go with it. Okay, so to start off my makeup, I'm going to go ahead and do a few strokes of hair-like strokes for my brows. Usually I would add like a color into this because my hair is colored, so I would add like an orange or a red to make my brows match my hair. But this time I'm going for a more natural look, and I'm just going to add those hair-like strokes to just add me a little bit of brow, that's all. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of concealer, and I mean a little bit, just to kind of highlight my face. And you know, I forgot to put on primer. We're going to ignore that, okay? I'm going to ignore that. I don't normally bring it all the way under my eye, like completely under my eye. I usually just bring it straight down. Next, I'm just using up the last little bit of this concealer that I bought from Sephora. And for me, it's a little bit hard to blend, so I'm not going to buy it anymore. But I'm going to go ahead and outline my nose. I usually try to fix my nose is like just a slight bit crooked, so I try to fix it. It doesn't come out right all the time, but to be honest, this time I didn't really care. I was just going to go ahead and blend it out and make it as straight as possible, I guess. I usually try to put like a line across the top of my nose so I can have that button nose look. And then I also go into my cheeks so I can have a more defined face instead of a chunky face, which is nothing wrong with having a chunky face, but you know. Then we're going to go with my favorite, and I do mean absolute favorite, foundation. That's to blend everything out. As you can see, that I put my concealer and my contour underneath my foundation, and really that I have noticed it makes it look a whole lot better, and it's also easier to blend everything out instead of having that really cakey muddy look. So I just put that over everything and blend that out. So next up, we have the Kaja blush. I don't really know what the name of it is, but I'm just gonna, it comes with a applicator, but I'm just gonna use my applicator because that one kind of sucks, to be honest with you. Then I'm gonna go over my cheeks, not really the highest part of my cheeks, but correction, not really focusing on the highest part of my cheeks, but on my cheeks, across my nose, and on my eyes, my eyelids, just to add some color back into my face. Next up is the Halo highlighter, and I put that over my, of course, cheekbones, whatever, and blend that out. And that's just the start of my highlight. I usually put that underneath another highlighter, a powder highlighter. Time to set our face with the Sacha Buttercup press powder, and then we're gonna kind of push it into the skin, not really bake. I usually just press it in because I don't want the cake face kind of a deal. I just want it to matte out the extra, if that makes sense. So one thing about me, I am going to add that little extra, and that's going to be my freckles. I don't have any freckles, obviously, so I'm using a freckle pen from ColourPop, and I love this thing. It comes in 2 different colors, if I'm not mistaken, and I use the darker color, and I give the lighter color to my mom since she's lighter than me. Then, of course, more extra. I'm going to use the QT Mark from ColourPop. And it's just a little heart. I have the moon as well. By the way, these things are really hard to take off, so yeah, be mindful. We're going to go with the liquid liner. It's brown instead of black. Just so I can have that more natural look and not really have something heavy over my face. Next, we're going to go in with the Jumbo NYX white pencil on the inner corners of my eyes so my eyes can open up a little bit, and it just gives me a more perkier look. And of course, to finish off, we're going to use a lip stain. Yeah, a lip stain. We're going to use the lip stain. That one's called Mango Dreams, and I usually go over it with my Laneige Sleeping Lip Mask. Of course, we're going to use some mascara, and instead of the lashes, which lashes is cool, I love lashes, but I don't feel like putting those on today. So as I said earlier, I usually use 2 highlighters. I use a cream one, and then I use a powdered one. The cream one really is to set the stage, and then the powdered one is to really bling it out. Next, I like to highlight my moles that I already have. So I have one on my lip and one on my temple, and that's basically the finished look. this makeup. This is after about 4 to 5 hours of wear. It is a little bit more dewy than normal. I would normally, of course, add primer. Like I said, I didn't add any this time. I forgot. So I'm gonna clip back my hair, and we're gonna start with the Clinique. It's kind of like a, I don't know what that is. It's a balm. It is a balm. Oh my god. I rub that into my skin, and I basically loosen up the makeup. And after I am done loosening up that makeup, really pushing that in. And remember when I told you guys it's really difficult to get rid of the QT mark? I mean, it's really difficult. Like, it's still there. Okay. After I rub that in, I'm going to use a Makeup Forever kind of makeup remover. It's very, very soft, and once I'm done with it, I usually, just toss it in the wash. Of course, just wipe everything off. Wipe all of the balm off. That's what I use instead of a regular towel. After I'm done wiping everything off, I'm going to go in with the squalene cleanser. I hope I'm saying that right. Squalene? Whatever. I'm going to go in with that. And I actually just got this for Christmas, so I'm just trying it out right after taking off makeup and stuff like that. And it's okay. I'm pretty cool with it. So I'm going to wash my face, then just kind of rinse it off. Of course, I still have makeup on my eyes, and I get water everywhere. To get rid of the makeup off of my eyes, I'm going to use the Yes Hydrate and Restore Micellar Water, and just use a little cotton swab to kind of go over my skin and then over my eyes to get the rest of that makeup off. Guys, I promise I'm being gentle with my eyes. It just look like I'm going through them like crazy. And of course, because makeup is extremely difficult to remove, we're going to go ahead and do it another time. Just wipe over my entire face and my eyes and things like that. Make sure you catch the hairline really close by the ears and underneath your neck and things like that, so you can get all of that off. After I am done with that, I'm going to use the Astringent Clear Pore from Neutrogena, and then go over my face again to get deep down in my pores to make sure that's gone and out of my skin. It is kind of rough on your skin, so be mindful of using this. After all of that, you're going to go ahead and use a mask. You use any kind of mask. I'm using the Clear Skin I'm Rice mask. I got this from Ulta, I believe. I don't know how much it costs, but yeah, so I'm using that. I don't know how it works, how well it works. This is my first time using it, but anyways, this is my skincare routine. Bye.